Piano froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Speaking up with the cost 10K, let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, then you go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play action now. Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Let's go.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, no hesitation there. Not only do they throw it on their first play, Charles, they throw it into double coverage and complete it.
They might as well have gone to a podium and just announced, we are not going to be challenged or bullied in this game. We're taking a fight to you, just like they did right there on the first rep.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On play action, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Cousins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754 of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Hey, check back, back six. Here we go.
Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They go play action. Cousins escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Like 22, he's coming. Here we go, let's bring it. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Let's bring it. 25.
Off the play fake, Cousins steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Cousins now from the 50. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
They'll go right back to Wangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Quickly to Hawkinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins going up top. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The slot man in motion right. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts throw. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
From the 27, Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
And that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
19, 18. Let's see what you got.
Hurts a handoff to Sim. And he loses the football a second time. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Cousins to throw it. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he stopped immediately there. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Trap 60.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on second down.
Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Back 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've just...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,